Hello and welcome to another episode of the Impactful Introvert Podcast. I'm your host, Seema Patil. I'm a business coach for introverted women with online service based business, and I help them implement a marketing strategy that is completely tailored to their personality, that works with their lifestyle so that they can be consistent in their marketing and start signing clients. So that is how I help my clients, and I've created this entire series of episodes for how to sign your clients within the next 30 or 60 days. This is episode 5, I think, in the series. So, the whole series is going to help you figure out what is your marketing strategy and how you can implement it so that it works with your personality. This is not a pick this platform because this is what is going to happen and use these hacks or use these tactics so that you can get all the eyeballs and clients come to you, like attracted to you, and all of that. Because yes, there is truth to that. However, if you've been signing clients through referrals and you're new to marketing, all of this information can overwhelm you. It did to me. It can overwhelm you, and instead of helping you do the work that you love to do, that is serving your clients through the skills that you have, you're going to spend a lot of time in just marketing, and you're going to face a lot of frustration because your marketing, all the actions that everyone, all the experts said is going to bring you results, isn't really doing that. So, my entire goal with the whole series is to help you simplify it all. That is what I help my clients do, help you simplify it all and do just the things that is essential for your marketing so that you keep being visible, so that you keep getting in front of new people, and so that you nurture the relationships that you've built through reaching these new people with whatever platform you've chosen, with whatever strategy you've chosen to get in front of those people. My goal is not to tell you to do this specific thing. It is to help you understand what you're doing, why you're doing, and what should you continue to do, and what can you drop and have ease in your business. So in the past 4 episodes, I've talked about all of this. I have helped you set a great foundation for what should you be doing, what should your strategy look like. And in the previous episode, I talked about the client journey map. That is, how is someone who just came across you going to be led by you into turning into a client? Like, how long will it take? How fast can it happen? All of that is honestly immaterial right now. If this is the first time you're trying to figure out a marketing strategy, that is really something that you want to continue to do, that you want to leverage to build consistency and momentum. But if you've been doing all of this, go back to episode 26, 27, where I'm talking about why your marketing is not working. Do the audit that I've asked you to do in that, and assess what is really working and what is not, so you know what to drop and what to pay more attention to. In this episode, I am talking about your offer, and again, I'm not going to tell you this is how your offer should be crafted. That is never my intent. I do not do that for my clients as well. See, it's the way I work with my clients. It's less about do this, do and don't do that. It's me sharing what my opinion is. Of course, like, doing this is definitely going to help you, because from our conversation I have figured out that this is your biggest struggle, and let's not go push against it. Like, as it is, the whole thing is feeling hard for you, let's not add more to do. So this is what would work best for you right now. How does that feel? And then there is a conversation. It's all a back and forth. So that is how I help my clients, and that is the approach I'm taking throughout this podcast as well, and the series as well. So let's talk about your offer. The way I see people talking about their offer has, more often than not, the inexperienced people, those who are struggling to book clients, they always talk about their offer in terms of their deliverables. And in terms of their skills. Like if they are not talking about their deliverables, they are talking about their skills. And honestly, neither of them matters as much as whatever you use. Is it going to help me solve the problem that I'm coming to solve to work with you? So the offer is not all the skills you have. It is not how many modules or how many hours or all of that that you can deliver to me. The offer simply is that you have the solution and I know what my problem is and you understand my problem and you have the solution to my problem. Now let's take services for example. When I was a WordPress developer, I did talk about I'll build you a website, and I did not sign clients with ease. It was a lot of effort. The sales calls were really hard to get through. I had a 3 hour long sales call with someone, and she asked me many questions. I told her all of the things that I know how to do, how to solve that problem. And after the 3 hours, she did not even sign up to work with me. So I gave her everything in a free strategy session. So you have to understand it's not about talking about your skills or the deliverables. All I had to say was your conversions will improve. Depending on my skills and how much knowledge I have, I can always add your conversions will improve 2 times, 5 times, 10 times. See, when you look at these promises are not out there. They are not too good to be true. If you look at just double your conversions, is if there is 100 people coming to that website and only 2 people convert, you say through your work, through your website design, you're going to make it into 4 people. And that is what doubling means. If a business coach is promising you to double your income, but she is working with a very specific bracket of income revenue generating people, then understand she is already looking for something to be in place so that she can create significant uh, volume when she doubles the income. So look at how it is positioned. That is what offer really means. That is what positioning really means. The messaging, it's not to trick you. It is to connect with that brain, that subconscious part of your brain where there's a desire in you and you want the thing, but your logical brain gets in the way and starts to say things like, how about that? How about this? So it is to satisfy the logical brain's desire to get it right and the subconscious brain's desire to solve the problem. That is all that your offer is. And because it is so easy to hear all the marketing speak and completely miss the point. So, another example, let's take me. I have a 6 month one-on-one high touch coaching program. Now, I could tell you, listen, I can help you sign clients and just stop at that. Or I can say, I can help you sign clients. We'll be getting on calls once a week, and you can message me anytime when you have any problems. And I will give you all of my courses, and I will reach out to you and ask if you are doing your tasks. So there is accountability, and tell me, did this make you want to sign up to work with me? I'm very confident you just felt like she's going to give me so much more extra work. I already am doing too much. I don't want more work. But this is what I do with my clients. The reason I have weekly calls is because we work through these strategy aspects where there is a lot of back and forth needed, where they come to me saying, listen, I want to do this. This is the dream I have. And how do I get to it? It feels like it's impossible. So in when those kind of thoughts come, saying in just text messages, it's very hard to for them to actually express it. It takes effort to type, so it's hard for them to express it and for me to really gauge what is happening, hence the call. But instead of saying I offer so many calls and so much text support. I could just say, I support you through all of the struggles that you're experiencing, because it does come up. And when you're new to marketing can make you feel really overwhelmed. So I make sure you're not overwhelmed. I make sure you're not overwhelmed so that you can continue to take your action every single day, build the momentum that is going to start bringing people asking to work with you. When I say that, that creates a different kind of impact in your desire to work with me. Whether it's a yes or a no, it may not have yet clicked, but instead of throwing things at you that we will do all of this together, if I say I will make it easier for you, how I do this, it could be through calls, it could be through just voice note support, it could be any which ways. As long as I'm meeting your desire to sign clients with ease within a specific constraint, that you don't have to do more, you don't have to spend all of your time marketing, you don't have to learn new marketing hacks and tactics, and you don't have to become an expert in the algorithm, etc. That is what you want. So if I lead with that, I'm very confident you feel like, yeah, that is what I want. I should get on a call with her. I should see if she really can deliver on her promise. So when you think about your offer, stop thinking about in terms of deliverables and how your skill can improve the person, whether it's their life, whether it's their business. Think about what do they want and can you deliver that. Just think about it. See, my 6-month coaching program, I am stuck on 6 months, even though I want to reduce it to 3 months to fit someone's need for control, I would say, because 6 months feels too long. 6 months, I don't know if I want to spend that much money. I don't know if you can guarantee the results, etc. But to say yes to it, the only problem I have is that my clients, they have signed clients. They know how to convert someone when they are sitting with them in a casual setting, which is not a sales call, when they're just having a conversation, like they met somewhere where like the kids are in sports and they met and they're having a conversation, and they get the person interested and maybe get conversions through that. They get yeses when they get referrals. So signing clients is less of a problem for my clients. Marketing mainly is. So if I help them do all the work, figure out the best strategy for them and how to do it consistently, work through all of the fears that come up. People think that a lot of fear comes up when you have to do a lot of things. But no, when I tell them, no, you don't have to do all of that you're doing, just do this, they come back to me saying, are you sure? Are you sure this is enough? So that is also a problem. And sometimes they don't even come back to me. And that is why I have put it into my schedule to check in with people if they haven't reached out to me with anything, especially in the beginning. If they haven't reached out to me with anything in the 2 or 3 days prior, like if it's a weekend, that's fine, I don't bother. But if it's Wednesday and they haven't reached out to me for anything and our call is on Friday, then I make sure to reach out to them and ask them what's happening, because many a times they don't want to say that you reduced my marketing load and I'm afraid what you did is wrong. What if everything that I'm trying to do, I've tried to build, breaks apart and I have to start from scratch because of what you said? So having those checkpoints is not so I can add more work to them. It's for those times when they don't yet feel comfortable in the decision we have made together. It's not something that I've said, do it this way. It's like we've had a conversation about it. We have figured out why we are doing this, and yet the thoughts come. So by the 3-month mark, they've gotten into a rhythm. They have kind of settled into the mode of doing things, and it's not always that everything that you do today is going to bring results. So if something we have started and it's yet to bring fruits, and at 3 month mark I say, okay, fine, you don't have to continue with me if you don't want to. Go on. I've taught you everything. And they go. They're going to get back into their old pattern. So I don't want them to get back into it. And that is why I need at least 6 months with the person. And that is why my coaching program cannot be reduced. But instead of saying, I'm going to coach you for 6 months, which can feel overwhelming for most people, I walk them through the process. Like, the first month is going to take time for us to understand each other, for me to really get, because you're not going to share everything with me openly. I'm still a stranger. You have paid me, but there is a level of comfort that needs to be built, which will take us 3 or 4 calls, which is an entire month. And I'm going to understand your business. We're going to work through it. So that's a month. It takes time for me to get into your business, to understand your personality really, because you could say I'm willing to do anything and your life may not permit. If you have kids and if they're really young, then I don't see a point in trying to say I will work for 8 hours a day. I'll figure out how to work 8 hours a day. It is not advisable, because you're an introvert. My clients are introverts. You're an introvert. You have to spend energy talking to people online, and then you have to spend energy taking care of your children. It is energy. You have a limited amount of energy as an introvert, especially. So, trying to make you work for 8 hours, talk to people constantly, whether it's clients, whether it's potential clients, whether it is building relationships online, finding new people, nurturing the relationships that you have, all of that takes energy. I am not going to make you work like someone who has nothing other than this business that they can focus on completely, even if they are introverts. After that 8 hour session, which can be broken up if you have nothing else going on in your life, it's a lot easier to do that. But if you're a mom to young kids, then it's not going to be possible. So I'm not going to ask you to do that. That is the thing. It is easy to fall into the trap that I'm willing to do anything just for a little while, just for the 3 months that I've had this coach, or for the 6 months that I've had this coach. But my entire goal for my time with my clients is to create a sustainable process that they can keep doing whether they work with me or not. And 6 months is essential to make sure that that has become a habit and that they are going to work together. So, all of this to say that your offer needs to be designed to work for the person. This brings me to niching. When you're new to marketing, when you don't understand how messaging works, how positioning works, etc., I want you to stop looking at niching as the experts have asked you to look at it based on demographics or psychographics and all other graphics. I want you to look at the person who will get the most out of working with you. Now, someone who is brand new to business, who has who wants to use their skill but doesn't know anything else, I could work with them, but I will not, because the level of support that person needs is very different. Let me be very honest in here. A lot of people who are brand new and have invested are feeling burned. I just spoke to someone yesterday. They've spent a lot of money on a coach, and like, the coach had good intention, this person had good intention, but the relationship didn't work out simply because what I have observed is this person needed mentorship, less coaching, more mentorship, where they're being told what needs to be done. And the business owner should necessarily have experience in helping in that way, not just guiding. So, and they don't need a 3, 6, 8 month package. They need at least 12 months. At the very least, when you're completely new and you have a lot of things that you need to set up, that you need to understand, your time, your energy, your processes, everything needs to be set up. Your delivery process, your sales process, marketing process, your admin process, everything needs help. So even though I could help that person, I do not have capacity. Like, I have the skills, but I do not have capacity to help someone at that level. So I am really not the kind of coach who will work with that level of business. I can work with the person who is so skilled and who has worked with clients. It's just that they were working for somebody else, or they were doing it as a freelance thing whenever they have time. They take on a gig because family or friends sent the person a client. So they understand delivery. They are not clueless about what they need to deliver. Maybe it needs streamlining and I can help with that, but I cannot help you figure out how much time it's going to take to deliver something. If you're delivering websites, I don't want to be the person who says, I'll help you sign a client, and then you're unable to do all the things within the 3 months or 6 months. I don't have a 3 month program, but within the 6 months, and you've just signed 2 or 3 clients because your delivery is taking so much time. You have no clue what you're doing, and I cannot support you there. Also, this understanding makes it easy for me to say no to those kind of people. So I work with people who have who are very clear on their delivery, who have worked on the kind of projects or packages that they are delivering, and all they need support is to manage the marketing and sales processes. That is the kind of person that I work with, whether they are designers, VA, online service providers. It has to be an online service based business. I do not understand the in person marketing. I have never done it, and that is why I don't understand it. So what who can I help most is what my niche is going to be. Now, as time goes, I could narrow down further into certain things. Like, there are fitness coaches who only help fitness coaches. There are business coaches who only help coaches. So I could niche down that way, but I don't feel need to. So in the beginning, when you haven't understood what marketing is, what your messaging, how to tweak your messaging, how it should look, what messaging really is, how to position yourself, etc. I don't want you to focus on niches the way generally it's spoken about. Focus on the person who can get the most out of working with you in the package that you're delivering. And have just one, at most two offers, and master the marketing process before you decide to have more offers in your suite. So that is the main thing. And the three things I want you to remember when you are creating your offers and your client journey map. So we talked about client journey map in the previous episode. I want you to think about how you're going to lead someone to this offer, whatever it be, irrespective of the package. You understand who will be best suited for your offer, whatever you have designed, and what does that person need to hear when they are complete strangers to you, and how do you want them to come to the decision of signing up for your offer. Do you want there to be a lead magnet? It is not a must. It is a great way to grow your email list and stay connected with the person, but it is not a necessity. You could get the person on your email list even if you just get them on a call with you and then invite them to stay connected to you through email. So there are many ways. So don't think that only lead magnets is the way to stay connected, but figure out how are they going to come. Like, if you want to just talk to the person and convert them, if you know that, yeah, if I talk to the person I can convert them, then I don't want you to have a long drawn out client journey map. Make sure the person sees you, They get nurtured, whether it is on Instagram or any social media platform that you're using to reach new audiences, and immediately invite them on a call and convert them. Once you have a once your calendar is booked out, then look at other ways to nurture them, but you don't need more than that. If calls are not your thing and you have to learn to sell on calls, then again the same process. You meet them, you invite them on a call, and you convert them and you master sales calls. That is how you do it. Yeah, the three things to remember when you're creating your offer and your client journey map is: the very first thing, make sure that each of your offers, like the client journey map, there's only one path that leads to each of the offers, a unique path. It becomes easier. It is really easy. Like, have just one offer, master selling that, and then go to other things. Then you will actually understand the whole client journey map. You'll master each of the phases where attracting, where like getting in front of new people, visibility, and attracting and nurturing and converting. All of these, you can master each of it. You can learn what they mean. It'll stop feeling like a fluke after some time. So if you want to have more than one offer, if that just feels absolutely necessary in your heart, then have it, but make sure that the journey is unique. It is very easy to fall into this belief that I'll get the person on a call, and depending on what they say, I will tweak the offer for their pricing, for their whatever. It'll be very custom designed offer. And I wouldn't just say like don't do that ever. I would like to get to know you and your style of working before I can say that. But often, for your comfort, for your ease, having just one offer and making sure the person is led through to that offer is going to make it easier for you to understand what's working, what's not working, where there's a leak, etc. So the data becomes easier. But if you try to make it very custom, then you don't really understand. Like, you don't really understand how to sell when there's a price objection. You're constantly trying to lower your price. There's a lot of psychological barriers that you'll have to overcome to try to sell high ticket offers. And if you try to keep reducing the price, you're going to be in that feeling of, why am I only attracting broke people? You're not attracting broke people. You're unable to talk to people in such a way, like you're unable to sell in such a way that they see the value in parting with the money. It is like, it doesn't matter how much money I have. When it's time to spend, I am going to do everything in my capacity to understand if it's a good investment or not. And if you don't make me feel like it's a good investment, then I am definitely going to think, oh, this money could be spent in so many other places. We have so many places we want to spend money. If it's not a vacation, if it's not a necessary thing, like something's broken in the house or something, kids need something, there are so many places we want to spend money, and we are always going to be thinking, is this really worth it? So understand that. Making sure that there's a unique path to each of your offers makes understanding what is working, what is not working. If it's your sales process that needs fixing, if it's your audience that needs fixing, if it's your marketing that needs fixing, you will be able to understand a lot better. The next thing that I want to say about your offers, about talking about your offers, about understanding why people want to work with you, etc., is to, like, your client journey map, don't make it a maze. Let it be a straight line from point A to point B to point C to point D, whichever, like however long your client journey map is, make sure it's a straight line. Because if you make it a maze and you keep, if they keep hitting walls, the desire in that instant may not stay. It'll fizzle out. They may stay in the desire that they want to work with you, but it will just add a lot of gap between how much effort they're willing to put in to start working with you. So don't make it a maze, make it a straight line. And the other thing is, like, don't make it a maps thing. Like I said, make it a unique path. When you search up on Google Maps a destination that you want to go, it gives you two or three paths. Don't do that. Don't give them any other opportunity to work with. Like, if they naturally figure out, that's not on you, but when you are walking people through, this person just came to know me, then I will lead them to into my world. How do I do that? Can they stay right where they found you? If that is what is going to work for you, yes, that is where you're going to invite them to get on your email list or get on a call with you or sign up for something that is free, low cost, whatever your process is. Like, don't give them 10 different ways. There are many people who will find their own way. I am that kind of person who I'll find my own way to figure out if you're the right person for me or not. I'm the silent buyer. You will see me purchasing from you without ever commenting on your thing, without ever talking to you. Like, I'll hop on a call with you, I will pay you money right there. That's the kind of person I am. So don't sell to the person like me. Focus on the person who, like the general population, they are not going to go digging. They need to be led. They are not going to be digging, depending on your client. They're not like my clients, they don't want to do extra work. I don't mind doing the extra work. And I have a tendency to control the thing. So I don't want to get on a call with you without knowing everything I want to know, so that all I have to think on the call is she really the person, or like, is the personality vibing? That's all that I'm deciding. I am not I don't want to get on a call with you if I don't know how much I have to spend. I have to make that decision beforehand. I'm not going to tell you, sorry, I can't afford, because I realized you're completely out of my budget at this moment. I do not like being in that state of mind, so I will not even contact you if your pricing is not there. Understand your people. Not everyone is like this. There are coaches who insist not to put your price on because people will not understand your value, and that doesn't connect with me. I need to know. I am, like, trust me to make the decision if you're right for me or not. Just that. That is all that I ask. So that is what your offer needs to be, and that is how it is going to be a part of your client journey map. Now, if you want a step-by-step process to create your offer, I have a course. It's a low-cost course that you can sign up for. Use the code IMPACT50 and get 50% off of it. And I have a very simple process to walk you through how to craft your offer that attracts people, that attracts your ideal clients, and it not just has the steps on how to do in 3 simple steps. I also give you prompts so that you can use ChatGPT to help you. So it's a very simple process. If you don't have an offer, and if you don't know how to talk about your offer, go ahead, sign up for it. I'll share the link in the show notes. But that is all I have for now. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.